Looking at a big club, the likes of Real Madrid, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, PSG, you see, the preparation for the new season is so different. And I see more disappointment coming when it comes to this big club because it seems like some of their problem last season, they don't address them. Now, let's start with Real Madrid. Real Madrid loses to their harsh rival and their harsh neighbor, Atletico Madrid, 5-2. It's something to discuss and it's something for the board to think of. Where is this people coming from? Is it that Alonso cannot match Diego Simeone tactics of coaching? Because when you play a Diego Simeone and you are beaten by 5-2, it shows that your tactics is not enough. What about when you face a Flick? What about when you are playing the Barcelona team that last season Madrid no fit breathe under them? Madrid collect woto back and front. 3 times they meet, Madrid conceded up to 12 goals. How about those kind of matches? How Madrid survive in this kind of matches? Then you look at the likes of Chelsea. Whenever they have a red card, you see this team become weak. Become more confused, and it's like the coach on his own had this average mentality of not putting the team together whenever they have a red card. Because see, red card is part of football. Why like it or not, there are players who are going to go out of the box to commit foul that will bring the red card. And when this thing happen, what will be your plan as a coach? What is the next tactics you apply? You see that Enzo Maresca had a lot to do, and you see that he's not capable of coaching a team when the red card is there, or he himself on his own. He don't know what he want to do at the moment when the red card comes, like in the confused. Expect these things now. They are part of football. You know if you stop them. It's part of football. When your team get red card, what you go do? You change your tactics. You let your team to fall back. And when they fall back, what they do? They defend. They have to form that defending mentality at that moment. Wait for counter. Then they take advantage on the club whenever they lose guard ball to them. That's how you play when you have a red card. Now, when you look at the Arsenal fans, they celebrate throughout all the weekend because why? They beat Newcastle from away, a game that nobody saw coming that Arsenal will win. But this is the fact. Arsenal pull out a game that will just tell you that these guys are ready for title. Yes, they are ready for title. If they can keep this mentality and this work rate and what I saw against Newcastle, it was a good game for Arsenal. They came into that game with the mind that we must have this 3 points. Even if we want to go down from the first half, they keep pushing. They have a penalty that was denied in that game. But I wonder what is going on when the referees on Premier League, sometimes they award penalty that you don't know where it's coming from. And when you watch other leagues, those kind of foul do give penalty. Like when we watch Atletico Madrid, the penalty that was given to Atletico Madrid, it was the same ball that happened in Chelsea Brighton. The same kind of foul. But penalty was not called in that game. Between Chelsea and Brighton, no penalty was given. So when you check all these things, what is going on in this league, you see the kind of decisions being taken, and decisions they are on point. But when you call Premier League, the decision don't go there on point. You call the wonder. Sometimes Premier League they go there on point. The decision from the referee from the Laliga no go there on point. So let's you balance this thing for us. So we where they watch ball, we the football spectators will understand. Say yes, this is how this thing work, and this is how far it be committed. This is the punishment, and this is how it should go. Then when you ask yourself, what about the match between Barcelona and Real Sociedad? Tough game. You understand? Tough game. Whenever Barca play Real Sociedad, they give their all. And these guys, they have climbed the table with a point different now. And El-CLASSICO is around the corner. Now you now see that Barcelona is having the upper hand in this El-CLASSICO because right now they are topping the table. My brother, I'm not going to lie to you. When Barcelona climb table to play El-CLASSICO, it hard them to lose to Real Madrid. Go and check. These are facts. Except the game before that game, something happened. That was what will change the anatomy on the world. As it stands right now, Baba, it go hard though. For Madrid to conquer Barcelona in that match, it go have to be a match where go give Madrid, what we call sleepless night. They have to work harder. Because it's obvious now, inside the three top coaches in La Liga, which is Diego Simeone, Flick, and Xabi Alonso, It also look like a more like average right now to the both two managers. I'm telling you the truth, because look at their Flick squad. This is a squad that nobody believed in last season, but they did unexpected. They only win the 3 domestic titles. So coming to this game, Madrid will have kept that momentum. At least having a draw against Atletico Madrid will have been more reasonable to see. Then you move to when you have the club like Liverpool, who we all are expecting they will play up to 10 matches unbeaten. Crystal Palace stopping them again. Crystal Palace stopped Liverpool again for the second time in the same season. For the second time. Is it that Olivier Glasner is now better than Anna Slot? Because I seem not to get it with the squad and the money spent on Liverpool squad. Hey? 125 million pounds. Okay, now you guys have seen it. Isak started the first Premier League match. Do you see me that game? Is it now you know what conviction I say? Ugo Ekitiki will show you that jersey and he was given a red card. You know why he did it? Who knows? This is football. Sometimes you need to go the way they think. Ekitiki might be better than Isak for this first season. You understand? You may say Isak never did fully fit. Isak not fully trained. Yes, I understand that. But football sometimes, when players change club, they don't become that player you see before again. It's not that the club is not good. They're not good. That environment, everything may not favor them. I don't know how this will play out. Sometimes it's like it's nature. It affects players. You understand? You should say Ugo Ekitiki, that thing he did by showing the world his jersey and the crowd in Anfield that day, he was passing a statement like, look, I'm better, I'm good. Because if that boy play that match that weekend, that match will have give a better result. I assure you, will have give a better result. Because you and I watch Isak week in, week out on the Premier League last season, we just believe say he better pass. Sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes it's not like that. You need to play out that way. You understand? So Liverpool need to work hard. Because if other coaches look at the way Crystal Palace play them and they saw the drive Crystal Palace gave them, because Crystal Palace played them from the very first minute to the last minute. And as we stand, Flora-Wiss is looking like a player that is already a flop right now in the Premier League with 160 million price tag on his head. The boy never know what he want to do. The guy just get confused. You know, if you run, this is what you get when you bring a player from outside the England league and you press stunt amount on them. They struggle. Pogba did it in Man U. They struggle. They go first struggle before they will begin to get their mojo back. Begin to get themselves back on track. So Liverpool has a lot to do. They has a lot to do, and their defense is leaking. Back and front, they leak. They have one of the best defenders in the Premier League, but the reason why they conceive goals are one of the best keepers. I don't know. I don't know why. They conceive a lot of goals. This is not what we expect. And as long as you fix his defense well, fix the midfield, and stop playing players out of position, this thing is becoming worrisome, because how you going to play Sobosai for 2? Then this last man you play Keke as wing back. Keke was supposed to play the normal left wing when normally they play, but you change your tactics. That's not the kind of game you they try to do experiment to know if your players are good to play. Not against Crystal Palace, a team who has been on 17 match unbeaten. No, now come out with your real tactics, face them toe to toe. If you lose, fine, you work on it. Premier League, you don't give those kind of rooms to do all those experiments like the way Man U and AMORIM is doing right now. And AMORIM, on the other hand, still remain the man in the mirror who everybody they look up to, say they expect say this guy go make a change in his tactics. Is still adamant that he no go change, nothing go work, he no go ever do am. Even when, in fact, somebody who said even though Pope come down from heaven, he no change tactics, meaning that he's waiting for God before he go change his tactics. And I see if Mike did not make these plans to make sure that they place him on time, things are going to get worse this season, because it's already on 14 after 7 matches. Remember when Ten Hag was sacked, Manchester United was very close to, they were in 13, and right now AMORIM is closer to the same position. In fact, above the position that Ten Hag was sacked from, and he telling the whole world he will not change in system. Their next match they are playing in Sunderland. After that one, they are going to Anfield after the international break. Do you see him going beyond that 14? The answer is no. If he eventually won Sunderland, what about playing Liverpool and Anfield? Can he get the result? These are the questions. Can he even get a draw there? These are the questions. If you not get a draw between you and Brentford, can you get a draw between people who are leading the table? The answer is no. Who are your real enemy? Your harsh enemy. In fact, if they had the opportunity to beat Man United, they will do it. So, people of Manchester United board should sit down and think. The earlier, the better. £12 million is at stake when you sack AMORIM. But the truth is this: he need to be sacked. He's telling you he will not change his tactics, and the players are saying the tactics. The players are saying the tactics is not the problem. The likes of the elite who came out to say the tactics is not the problem. It's with the players. Some of us are not focused enough. Some of us don't concentrate on when the match is going on. The elite, you are saying from your angle that you feel some players are not concentrating, but the truth is this: your coach tactics is exhausting these players. It exhausts them from left to the right. This is not what we expected from AMORIM. The way the forward play, they call from the attack, they go down to the defense to move the ball down to the front. And this is not helping them. They exhaust their energy. They exhaust their strength. If you are a coach and you see that your squad are playing with all the strength, because Premier League is all about is fighting from the first blow of the whistle to the last blow of the whistle. You fight for every ball. You hustle for every ball. And if you start burning your energy from the first 25 minutes, the outcome may not be good. Because if you watch very well, Man U conceive late goals. They conceive late goals because why? Their energy is exhausted already. So the system AMORIM is playing should be checked first before you blame your co-players. This is my message to the elite. It should be checked first. Let the midfield accommodate 3 midfielders. Not just 2 midfielders. No, let it accommodate 3 midfielders. Find a way to change the system. Nobody says you should not change the system. Just try a way to accommodate 3 midfielders so that there can be a ball passer in that midfield. The midfield don't have a ball passer. The only ball passer you have is Fernandes, and you are burying him at the central midfield. So how did he do this job? How did he give Sesko? Sesko has not got a clean pass from the midfield where you have just him and keeper or him and one just defender. He normally got his pass when he's choke. They choke random before they give him a pass. The same thing with Cunha. They choke them before they give them a pass. So they will have to drive out from the box, try to get ball from the midfield and move back to the box. This thing no go help Man U. It no go help the team get result or get what they look for. More they deceive ourselves. AMORIM should be sat down and let them just tell him, look, if you cannot change these tactics in the next 3 matches, just take your bag and go. Man, you wanna borrow money, give him, you wanna pay him off. That guy don't know what they do. You understand? He don't know what they do. He don't change anything. Nothing will work. Now just reality. Nothing will work because coach, we don't know say yes. He don't play up to 30 matches and he never won any Premier League match back to back. You should change your tactics, change your formation, do something new, surprise the world. But instead you say you want to remain that way. Wait till be the mind when he get who they back him up. Who be the person they back the guy up when make him ain't want stick to him plans when he take come. Say if not be that plans. After all, Braga is not doing well in Portugal League just now. So if Nasaka me go get job for that side because now where he feel coach be that for me now where that man feel coach be that in Premier League is too big for him. So if you dey enjoy this video and you like what they do, please like, share, subscribe, follow TalkSport. TalkSport is live. Football is TalkSport. And don't forget, football no get respect. Football no be your mate. Na garbage in, garbage out.